watching the 3-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Intertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Welcome one and all, it's time for basketball. Hello everybody, you're watching the first game of tonight's doubleheader. For all of us here at Yankee Cable Network, my name is Berkeley Stevens. We're happy to have you joining us for this one. It's the Sunapee Lakers visiting from just down the road to take on the Newport Tigers in girls and boys basketball tonight. We'll be tipping off with the girls game first. What a way to start the coverage in the new year. An all-time favorite local Lakes region rivalry. We couldn't ask for any better than that. Stay with us here for the YCN Game of the Week.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Let's begin with some recent history between these two teams, and then we'll hopefully have the starting lineup soon. These teams are playing an interdivisional game tonight. Newport is a Division III program, while Sunapee is in Division IV. But with just 10 minutes separating the schools, they always find each other on the regular season schedule. Newport has won this local meeting 4 straight times, dating back to January 31st of 2022. Prior to that, it was almost all Sunapee. They'd won the previous 4 meetings, dating back to the start of COVID. We here at YCN covered this matchup last year in this building, the Towle Elementary School. Last year on January 9th, the score was Newport 55, Sunapee 42. And now it looks like it's time for the starting lineups for both of these two teams. One thing to note for the Tigers, Taylor Fellows had 32 of the 55 points last year in this meeting. It seems like she's sidelined with an injury, so Sunapee Well, they might have been coming into this one game planning around Fellows. They'll have to adapt for this one. Sunapee and their first-year head coach, Jim Tucker, are trying to still find themselves an identity with the Lakers' leader from last season, Liz Shuden, graduating after an all-state season. The team has had to adapt to a new foundation at both ends of the court. Shuden was such a scorer and a great defensive player down low for the Lakers. And now it seems like offense and defense, stars are having to emerge from everywhere for these Lakers. They've got a taller, more athletic-looking team than last year, coming in with just a 1-8 record. Newport actually winless, 0-7 in Division III. They were 0-6 in Division III last year when they met Sunapee for the regular season, and it was their first win of the regular season. It was a start to quite a bit of momentum for the Tigers, who ended up pushing their season all the way to the prelim round of playoffs, where they did unfortunately meet their end there. But this season, hopefully they can build some momentum against the Lakers again and get back to a playoff push. Seems like we may be taking the court without announcing the starters, but I'll go ahead and let you know who they are. Sophia Bork for the Lakers out there, as well as Madison Hughes, Jenna Karen, Caitlin Klaus, and Taylor Goodspeed. Winning the jump ball are the Tigers. That one tipped straight back to Tanya Sanchez, and we are underway here in Newport. Trying to work this one down low with some fast ball movement, running into a bit of trouble. Karen gets a nice steal down on the court floor, and the Lakers take it up to the other end. Pass just over the head of Sophia Bork, and that one is turned back over toward the Tigers. Skylar Nelson straight away at the top of the arc, passes that one over. Brooklyn Rainey here on the near side, nearly stepped out of bounds, able to keep that one alive. Excellent pressure here from the Lakers, causing some chaos for the Tigers. Skylar Nelson takes a step in and a jumper, and that falls for the first basket of the game. 2-0 Tigers. 50 seconds into this one. That was Skylar Nelson. Now Sunapee in some trouble again. Jump ball called as Nelson was trying to take that one away with nothing but sheer strength. Lakers inbounding from their own baseline. That one touched out, and we'll do it again. Bork inbounds, that one collected by Klaus. And the Tigers back off to press, letting them cross over half court freely. Jenna Karen turns around, the jumper rattles around the rim, it stays out. Nelson got the rebound, and here come the Tigers. Sanborn's pass over to Nelson, who surveys for an option. That pass whipped all the way across. Tanya Sanchez, and they continue the movement up top. Now in the far corner, trying to drive down low. Lakers almost get the steal. The ball kicks out to Nelson. Tigers taking their time, but Tanya Sanchez weaving her way in, puts up the layup. Karen is able to collect it. Jenna Karen, one of two seniors for the Sunapee team, with a pass inside there. Caitlin Klaus couldn't bury the layup, but there we have the second chance try. That one put home by Taylor Goodspeed. 2-2 here, 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cassie Sanborn, pass over to Tanya Sanchez. Kicks that one back out. And it looks like we might have a foul on Jenna Karen here. A little blocking foul on the inside. Cassie Sanborn inbounds. Nelson with it here. Little handoff over to Brooklyn Rainey. She gives it on to Tanya Sanchez. Perimeter defense for the Lakers, so good to this point. This is something they really struggled with in the meeting last year against the Tigers both times. That three-pointer with a little extra hang time to it. Didn't fall true for the Tigers. They'll pick it up from the baseline, it looks. Nice inbound by Sanborn all the way out to Brooklyn Rainey. The three doesn't fall. Lakers fighting for the rebound, getting it is Hughes. Madison Hughes taking it over half court. Nice bounce pass inside, they kick it out. Long two from the corner, that one doesn't fall. Looks like Goodspeed just barely stepped out of bounds over the baseline there. Tigers trying to find their way through the perimeter coverage that the Lakers are putting in front of them. No easy options inside. Long pass all the way across the court to Sanborn. Now Nelson back up top. Sanchez crashing, foul called on the way up, and she'll head to the stripe to shoot two. Here's another look at the replay. See Tanya Sanchez making the move to her left, trying to get up with that right hand. A little contact on the way. First free throw doesn't go for Sanchez. Second one hits off that back brick and stays out. Karen trying to pass inside and does. Close with it here, wheeling around. Nice pass out to Bork. Now it's Hughes, another kick out. Caitlin Kloss inside, that one stolen away. Torrance Williams coming down the court for Newport. Gets the bounce pass back to her in the near side corner. Now it's Brooklyn Rainey as the Tigers try and set up their offense again, straight away. Cassie Sanborn to Skylar Nelson, fakes the shot, moves inside. Another pass out, Williams, the three, no good. Defensive rebound, gathered by Bork. Caitlin Kloss trying to bounce past that one inside. It will be a Tiger ball from their own baseline. It looks like they're changing that. Gonna be a Sunapee possession here. Bork bounce pass inside, Nelson defends it. 3:35 to play, still 2-2 here in the first quarter between these two teams. Last year this one started off a little bit slow too, heated up toward the end. After the first quarter, it was Sunapee 5, Newport 9. Long three from the opposite side, no good. Bork gets the board. Hughes with it straight away, tried to go inside to Kloss, fought for it here, and the Tigers take it away once more. Tanya Sanchez pass inside. They'll kick that one out. Nelson, three ball, and it's good. Skylar Nelson's got all five for the Tigers. They lead 5-2 over the Lakers. Inbound play, they couldn't connect on that one. Tigers will have it again in their offensive end. Summer Gosselin checks into the game for the first time as Taylor Goodspeed gets a rest. Sanborn here inbounds to the corner. Williams driving baseline, and they swing it all the way across the court. Brooklyn Rainey with a three off the front of the rim. Nelson chases after the rebound, but it's Kloss instead who gets it. Contact on that play, nothing called by our officials tonight. 2:30 to play in the first quarter. Hughes dishes one, Kloss moves her way inside the paint. Tigers once again steal it away. Fast break play, Torrance Williams off the backboard. No, rebound gained by Sanchez. She tries to spin and put one up, foul call. Sanchez heads to the line again to shoot two. Here's another look. Fast break play, defended well, but not foul free for the Lakers. Couple of substitutions here for the Tigers. Emma O'Connor is in for the first time as Skylar Nelson gets a well-deserved rest. Second free throw from Sanchez goes in. Her first point of the evening. Tigers 6, Lakers 2. Now Tigers in the full court press, really causing some chaos for Sunapee. That one hits off the referee, stays in bounds. Luckily, the Tigers almost got an offensive break. But the Lakers get to breathe a sigh of relief after that one. Would have been out of bounds off the Tigers, but it hit off the official to stay in and nearly led to an immediate layup. That inbound pass almost connected near the Laker bench. Instead, it's over the sideline. Tigers get it going again here. Nice movement once more. Can they find a shot in close? The pass just a little too over the head of Tanya Sanchez, and that one goes out. Lakers trying to navigate this full court press. No easy task here. Foul will be called on Brooklyn Rainey. Inbound just over half court. Dangerous spot to inbound, but it looks like the Lakers are going to be through it just fine. Hughes worked her way all the way to the baseline. It'll stay a Sunapee ball. That one last touching off of Emma O'Connor. Sophia Borg inbounds. O'Connor gets a hand on it. She's trapped in the corner here. Down to the court floor she goes. Fouled by Madison Hughes. Brooklyn Rainey gets across half court. Beating the Laker press all the way to the cup with the right hand. She floats it in. Rainey with the first excellent bucket of tonight's doubleheader. That was a difficult layup to make. The Lakers trying to respond. Here's Hughes. Pass over to Passetti. Back to Hughes straight away. 47 seconds remain in the first quarter. The kick out. Bork passes that one across this switch court. Passetti, the long jumper, doesn't fall. Karen's fighting for the rebound here with O'Connor. Tigers are able to take it away again. Nice pass down, 30 seconds left. In quarter number one, O'Connor slings it across to Torrance Williams. Taking a step to her right. Short pass over to Sanborn. O'Connor to Rainey, trying to skip that one in. Hits off the leg of a Laker and goes over the sideline. Officials putting a couple seconds back up on the game clock here. And while that happens, Skylar Nelson checks back into the game. Likely going to be the shooter for this final Tiger shot of the quarter. The inbound far. O'Connor's able to get it despite it being tipped. 10 seconds left in the quarter now. Williams, Nelson, there's the shooter. The three off the rim, and it stays out. That one near the baseline stays in, but time expires, and after one quarter of play, the score is Newport 8, Sunapee 2.
The The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Intertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
You're watching the YCN Game of the Week, our first of 2 games here in Newport between Sunapee and Newport. Always a nice one that we like to come on over to and watch. One of our favorite local rivalries. And we'd like to thank our lineup of sponsors for their great support tonight. That's Echo Communications, HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, LaValle Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and additional support by North Cape Design Build. Please do your part in thanking them. It's always great to support those who support your local student athletes. And our sponsors have been doing that for years. Here's our upcoming Game of the Week schedule. Newport Sunapee, girls and boys, that's tonight. Our next coverage is Kearsarge versus Newport. Just the boys game, that's gonna be on the 18th. Tip-off just before 6:30. Kearsarge versus Guilford, girls and boys. That was a great one that we covered last year as well. That's gonna be on the 23rd, tip-off just before 5 p.m. And then Kearsarge versus Monadnock, girls and boys. 2 great Division III programs there. That's on February 6th. Once again, the 4:54 p.m. tip-off. You can also watch our Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, where, and when show of the region. Scoring through the first half, just to guide you through it. Sunapee with just the 1 bucket. That one was made inside by Taylor Goodspeed. And then the Newport Tigers, Tanya Sanchez is 1 for 4 from the free throw line. 1 point for her. Skylar Nelson with a layup and a 3-point shot to her name. And then Brooklyn Rainey with a nice highlight reel layup. 2 points for her. And we begin the second quarter here, inbounding to Brooklyn Rainey, now past near side corner. Williams gets it straight away to O'Connor. They switch the court to Rainey. Look at the ball movement here from the Tigers. This is not something we saw last year. They were a team that identified with defensive steals and fast break offense. Now they're trying to set up plays, get a lot of space for open looks. As Nelson fakes the pass, gets it off to Rainey. Torrance Williams pass inside, a little bit of a bobble there, but Katie Sharon's able to handle it. They pass inside to Sharon, the close ranger goes for her. Difficult inbound here for the Lakers. They're able to get it to Kloss, and she'll cross half court with it just fine. O'Connor chasing after this one, trying to break away with a 2 and go end-to-end. The layup, the hoop, and the horn. She draws out the foul. O'Connor's got a pair, and she'll head to the line for the 3-point play. One last look at this. Collecting it right at midcourt. Kind of shouldering off one Laker defender en route to the net. Putting up a difficult layup over a taller defender, and now the free throw. That one hits off the right side and doesn't go. Goodspeed tried to inbound. That one was stolen away. Despite falling to the floor, it ended up being a perfect pass over to Katie Sharon, and she puts in her second basket. Sunapee is going to take their first time out of the game, a 30-second one here for Coach Jim Tucker. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor. With over 16 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service, their mission is to deliver a remarkable experience to every guest. And HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full-service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. They've also got their Muddy Paws Pet Wash and Auto Bath Car Wash located in Kentucky. Out of the timeout here, we'll see what the offensive and defensive game plan is now for Sunapee. Looking to change some things. They started out looking pretty evenly matched with the Tigers, but the Tigers just defending that perimeter so well, not letting any easy shots come off for Sunapee, and the steals for Newport too have been so evident. This full court press they're playing has caused a lot of trouble for the Lakers. They get through it fine that time, but the hard work isn't finished. Work pass over, Seti, pass to Kloss, tries to float one up with that right hand. And that rebound is reeled in by Katie Sharon. Once again, here come the Tigers. Skylar Nelson moves to her right, pass over to Rainey in the corner. She drives baseline just to switch the court. Pass almost intercepted by Sophia Bork. Instead it goes over the sideline. It'll remain a Tiger ball. Rainey to Nelson with space, pulls the trigger off the back brick of the rim. Rainey racing after the rebound, good speed, gets it. Seemed like she stepped out of bounds on that baseline again though. It'll be Rainey inbounding this one. She's got Skylar Nelson right in front of her. Don't be surprised to see her race over to the corner and open up another three-point look. A lot of the offense for Newport tonight is revolving around Skylar Nelson. And Nelson's got to be sidelined here. She's got a cut on her knee. Not allowed to play while bleeding here in high school or collegiate sports. Save that for the professionals. Tigers inbound successfully here. Moving it quickly here, it opens up a layup and a hard foul is going to be called. Cassie Sanborn on the way up, moving through all sorts of contact. Sanborn shooting two, misses the first. That foul was on Jenna Karen for the Lakers, her second of the game. Shot wasn't going in anyway, but there was a violation on the shooter, so Sunapee will get the inbound here. This might actually be more difficult for Sunapee, as opposed to just getting the rebound, because this full court press for the Tigers is just insane tonight. Brooklyn Rainey got the steal, followed her own shot, got her own rebound, ended up finishing the basket. Brooklyn's got 4 points. Newport leads 16-2 over Sunapee. Sophia Bork inbounds, that one again stolen away. That time it's Cassie Sanborn, pass down low to Rainey. She can't hit the layup. Caitlin Cressetti gets the rebound. She's coming down the far side of the court. Kicks that one out to Jenna Karen. The long two, hits off the back of the rim and stays out. Now it's Sanborn with a nice feed across to Tanya Sanchez. The layup, no good. Looks like there was a foul called on that last play too. Foul's on Sophia Bork. Once again, the Tigers at the line. Tanya Sanchez misses the first one. Caitlin Anderson into the game now for Sunapee. Second free throw here for Sanchez. Nothing but net on that one. Sanchez 2 for 6 from the line. Newport now leading by 15. Anderson pulls up on the dribble, passes to that far corner. Now it's Kloss with it here, under some pressure. Passetti pulls up the three, off the rim and out. Sanchez gets the board. She looks up to Rainey, who gets the feed. And they go back over to straightaway to set up the offense. Torrance Williams pass inside, little give and go with Sanchez. It led to a nice layup, but off the rim and out. That one rebounded by Caitlin Kloss. 4.5 to play here in half number one. As the Lakers try and pass inside, Rainey steals it. Nice little swat there by Caitlin Kloss, and it leads to a jump ball that's going to benefit Sunapee. Back into the game is Madison Hughes, as Caitlin Passetti gets a rest for Sunapee. Hughes inbounding, able to find good speed. The lone scorer tonight for the Lakers. She tries to bounce pass over to Jenna Karen. There's a foul on the play. This one's going to be on Katie Sharon for the Tigers. Lakers to try it again here from the same spot. Good speed with the bounce pass in, and once again it's stolen away. No foul that time as Torrance Williams in a defensive dash jumps into the play. They try and work it through the paint. It leads to a jump ball as Jenna Karen wrestles with it. Tigers inbounding under the basket. They get it out to Skylar Nelson. Torrance Williams pass over to Cassie Sanborn now inside. Fought for, Karen gets the steal. Hard work and play there by Jenna Karen. She gets it inside to Goodspeed. Goodspeed trying to turn with it, puts up the shot. She will head to the line as she's fouled. Foul that time was on Torrance Williams, her first. And here's Goodspeed shooting two. First one does not fall for Goodspeed. Little extra hang time on that one, and it falls through flush for Goodspeed. She's got all 3 points for the Lakers. Pass into the corner, now up top, back into the corner. Williams with a nice dish inside. Goodspeed gets the defensive rebound. Nice play set up there by the Tigers. Goodspeed on the fast break, trying to go end to end. Difficult shot that she put up. Sanborn comes away with it. Williams to Nelson, the three, no. A little bit short on that last one. Sharon gets the rebound, the kick out. Mid-range jumper doesn't fall either. Another offensive rebound fought for by Katie Sharon. She's able to collect it again for Newport. Skylar Nelson pump fakes the shot, moves inside, tried to roll it in with that right hand. No good, and finally the Lakers get possession back. Head coach Ross Dole for the Tigers in his 8th season with the team. Definitely putting in a lot of work, getting this team on the same page. Their offense has looked fast, it's looked excellent tonight. You can see just how hungry these Tigers are for their first win of the season. The kick out, Torrance Williams. Three-pointer doesn't go. Nelson gets the rebound for free, gets it back up top. Once again, just great ball movement by the Tigers. They need a close range shot, but it doesn't go. Jack Karen dribbling inside, pulling up the mid-range jumper, no good. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Sanchez, Nelson. Now a three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound collected, Williams, no. A Minute 40 now. Caitlin Kloss to Hughes. The low arcing long two. Tigers picking up the pace even a little bit here toward the end of the half. Williams tripped up a bit that time. That's another foul on Jenna Karen, her third of the game. Got to be careful here. And she will be subbed out for the half as Mallory Clifford comes into the game for the first time. Inbound successful. They find Nelson straight away. Anderson quickly there to press for the Lakers defense. Sunapee in the zone right now. Nice pass down low. Almost opened up a look for Williams, and she's pressured over the baseline here. Excellent defense by Caitlin Kloss that time. Inbound play, they find Goodspeed. Still in some trouble here. 1 minute remains in the half. Goodspeed guarded by Nelson. Bolts her way all the way down the court. Goodspeed in close. Basket no good, but she's fouled again. Another look at Goodspeed with the Goodspeed end to end. Draws the foul out just before pulling up for that shot. First one doesn't fall for Goodspeed. She was 1 for 2 in her first trip to the line. Goodspeed, the lefty, that one rolls all the way around the rim, but it stays out. Still 17-3, Newport leading. Pass over to Skylar Nelson. Once again, a nice pump fake from Nelson. Kicked out to Rainey, immediately tossed back into Cassie Sanborn, out to Williams again. Brooklyn Rainey, difficult layup. Fouled on her way up. That one's going to be on Caitlin Kloss. I believe it's her first. First one doesn't fall for Rainey. She's shooting a second one. She's got 4 total points so far. Rainey's second falls through flush, and she's got 5. Sunapee in a hurry. Here they come. The layup a little short on that one. The Tigers get it with 20 seconds left here in the first half. The Tigers kick it out. Skylar Nelson in some trouble. Passes that one off in close. The jumper doesn't go. Nelson fights for the rebound with good speed. Sunapee will get possession. 5 seconds left for the Lakers to do something here. They've got to make their way all the way down the court. Torrance Williams gets the steal, puts a shot up, no good. Rainey with 1 second left, out to Nelson. Not enough time to take the shot. And after 1 half of play, Newport 18, Sunapee 3.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
A little bit of a halftime recap for you. See who's scored for Sunapee. It's been all Taylor Goodspeed. They've got 3 points, and she's got all of them. A layup early for the first basket of the game for her, and then she's been fouled twice and made one of her free throws. As for the Tigers, their offense pretty well spread out. Just like what Ross Dole wants to do with this team. Emma O'Connor off the bench, she's got 2 points. Katie Sharon, she's also got 2 points, both inside. Nice little put-ins off the glass from the post. Tanya Sanchez, she's only been to the free throw line. She's been there 3 times, and she's made 2 free throws. Skylar Nelson, she's got a layup and a nice 3-pointer, and she's tied for the game high in scoring with Brooklyn Rainey, who's also got 5 points, thanks to 2 layups and a free throw.
Need roof trusses? LaValle Middleton is the place. LaValle has been building them longer than anyone in New England. With 4 computerized saws and assembly tables, a great workforce, and free delivery. We have the capacity and the lowest price. In Newport, we assemble door units with state-of-the-art equipment. We build countertops for kitchen and baths in laminates, corian, and wood. In Middleton, we own one of the largest sawmills in the Northeast. We do not knowingly let anyone, anywhere beat our prices. We work with builders and tradesmen to offer roofing, siding, and window replacement. Replacement of your old house windows is a worthwhile thing to do, but it's not a reason to overpay. Call LaValle. We offer many choices in the best brands at substantial savings. Call or visit any of the LaValle Middleton stores for all your building needs.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.
Hello, David.
Good morning, Abby.
Happy 75th celebration, and I should mention that you are only 4 years younger, so it's not your 75th birthday as well. It's just MJ
Not
Harrington.
quite. That is correct.
Congratulations on such a huge milestone for any business, but specifically you guys right here in the heart of Newport. How's it feel to be celebrating 75 years?
It's pretty overwhelming when I start to think about the fact that we've been fortunate to hang around for 75 years and hope to do so for a long time into the future. The business actually started, though, my aunt and uncle bought a going business that had been run by a guy named Maurice Downing for about 22 years. And then, interestingly, Uncle Mike and Aunt Phyllis ran it for 22, had no children, sold it to my dad, who had been a watchmaker since the Second World War. He went to school on the GI Bill. But my Uncle Mike, most people are not aware, had to quit school in 8th grade to support his family during the Depression.
Wow.
So he was really kind of self-made guy, and he was a self-taught watchmaker. He loved me. He was a natural mechanic, so he fixed everything from electric razors to clocks to watches, and they lived above the store, so they just worked all the time. So after their 22-year hitch, they were ready to retire and move to Florida. And having no children, they had that flexibility.
Sure.
So the store really began, though, back in the 1800s, and there was a gentleman by the name of Woodbury, Amos Woodbury, and then he sold to a guy after his son George joined him. They sold to an N.A. Norrie, and there were a couple of changes along the way, and then Mr. Downing bought the business in the 20s and made it somehow survive through the Great Depression, and was very active in this community. as Rotarian and other service organizations. I guess the theme of service seems to run deep in the business, and it was something my dad and uncles, and my aunt were very clear about. They just said, hey, listen, you're here to serve the community in whatever way. So sometimes we can be serving in capacities other than the actual jewelry world, but it's just fun to be part of that. So
definitely.
That's how it's evolved in 1992. 22 years, interestingly, after Dad, and it wasn't planned this way, but he had the helm for 22 years and sold it to my brother Jeff and I. And then my brother Jeff moved to Denver in 1996, I believe, and I bought him out. So I've sort of disrupted that chain of 22 years because I've been at it now for 31 years. And during that time, my first job was actually in New London. We opened a store in New London in 1976. And that was my first official job, and Phyllis and Mike Harrington came out of retirement to help me out for 3 months, and then come January 1st, they were gone. And they just said, you're on your own. So we hired one other person, and it was a small operation, but we were there for almost 20 years. And in the interim, we opened a store in Claremont in 1990, and that store was around for 20 years, and we closed that store in 2010.
Wow.
And really focused on this location. This has really been the heart and soul of our business forever, and we have old repairs that go back to 1952. We have an old watch we have not been able to find a family for, so it's in the downstairs vault. Hopefully someday we'll make a connection, and a grandchild or somebody will be able to identify it as their grandmothers or.
How cool is that?
So yeah, we hang on to everything. We've got a lot of space with big vault upstairs, but the same size vault downstairs. So we have a lot of storage area for really nice things.
I'm sure if some of those pieces could talk, you would love to know what they could say.
I sure would.
Talk about today currently. Obviously, you're still very successful because you just celebrated 75 years, but the staff and everything makes this such a wonderful place to be.
But I like the idea media lady Stephanie said, let's do a picture every day for 75 days.
I loved it.
And it was such fun because I had no idea. I just gave her all the pictures I could find.
Sure.
And she found a bunch more, and I had no idea every day what would be on the
It was a really fun thing to see, and be able to see somebody and say, hey, I know exactly who that is. So really fun. Well, David, I hope that you every day just feel like you've done such great success here for MJ Harrington's, and I'm sure you've made your aunt and uncle very, very proud because they're the ones that got you here to start this wonderful thing.
They did. Thank you very much for being here, Abby.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention. And this game coverage is also being brought to you in part by LaValle Middleton Building Supply with 12 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Take a look at all of their products at lavalleys.com. And check out Echo Communications for all of your printing and mailing needs. They're based in New London, and they're the home of the Kearsarge shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can always be found on page 3. We're taking our halftime break here. Stay tuned to the YCN Game of the Week. And we're back here, about to start the second half of action between the Newport Tigers and the Sunapee Lakers. Tigers, the home team, leading this one 18-3. Scoring coming from everywhere. If you didn't catch the halftime update, Katie Sharon's got 4, Tanya Sanchez has 2. Brooklyn Rainey and Skylar Nelson each leading the game in scoring with 5, and Emma O'Connor's got herself a pair of points off the bench. And the Tigers once again going straight back to work with that fast ball movement. Brooklyn Rainey with the first shot of the second half. It's a jumper. Offensive rebound briefly gathered by Torrance Williams. Her second chance try did not fall, and now it's the Lakers on the attack. That mid-range jumper, airballed. You could call it a pass if you'd like to Taylor Goodspeed, but it ends up over the baseline. Tiger ball. Randy with it here, calls for the screen as Hughes pressuring her near the sideline. The Tigers navigate it well. Williams with a 3-ball there, no good. That one rebounded by Madison Hughes. She spins here at half court to cross it. Right now the Tigers have let up from the full court press, at least for the time being. This one will kick off the foot of a Tiger here, remaining a Sunapee ball. Inbounded by Bork, connects with Hughes here on the near side. Bork spinning here, bounce pass to Goodspeed, jumping into the play, Tanya Sanchez end to end. No, couldn't sink the layup. Goodspeed gets the rebound. Nice play there by Sanchez, just couldn't finish on the other end. Coming inside here, a chance in the paint, fouled on the way up. Caitlin Kloss will head to the line for the first time tonight to shoot 2. And Kloss makes the first one on a low angle, her first point of the night. Second one rolls in as well. 18-5. Lakers now in that half-court press, trying to cause some trouble for the Tigers, who have just been zipping this pumpkin around the court all game long. The Lakers hope to slow that down, but the Tigers are doing so well. The entire team is just connected right now as Nelson couldn't make that mid-range jumper, but another nice look there for Newport. Pass inside, Kloss kicks that one out. Jenna Karen, that one reels all the way around the rim, doesn't go through. Skylar Nelson with a one-handed baseball-esque pass, and Brooklyn Rainey gets a look from 3. Nelson with the offensive board in tight, and late on a Monday night, the bank is open as Skylar Nelson puts that one in off the glass for 2. Now in sole possession of the lead in scoring tonight, Skylar Nelson's got 7. Here comes Jenna Karen now in the near side corner. She'll drive baseline, floating one up, and the senior puts it home. Jenna Karen finally breaks the ice, her first 2 points of the game. 20-7, Newport still leading over Sunapee. Trying to come through with another chance, and a travel called on that one. Sophia Bork tried to bounce that one in, and the Tigers trying to jut into the play, knock it out of bounds once more. We'll redo it. That time inbounding successfully. The Tigers back in that full court press, but there's a little bit of room open. Kloss trying to pass back to Karen there. Nelson intercepts, nice bounce pass up, and Rainey finishes the chance. We'll pick up this play here from the sideline, it looks like. Sophia Bork to inbound this one. This Tigers team just relentless, putting on this full court press time and time again. That one gets slung down all the way by Madison Hughes, and it goes over the baseline, out of bounds. Sanborn to Rainey inside, what a finish. Nice play there by the two Tigers. A little give and go, and nice connection. And the Tigers get it right back here on the inbound play. They knock it off a Laker just before it rolls over the baseline. Caitlin Anderson and Caitlin Passetti back into the game for the Sunapee Lakers. As Torrance Williams looks to inbound from the baseline, and does. Finds Brooklyn Rainey, but the bullet pass couldn't be collected by Leila Trott on the other side. Anderson looking up with it, trying to go end to end, kicks one out to Kloss, that one off the far side of the rim. Williams gets the board, pressured by Goodspeed, who cycles back to a better defensive positioning. Rainey to Nelson, the three, knocked down. Brooklyn Rainey and Skylar Nelson just trading scoring leader for this game. Right now, Nelson the first to double figures. She's got 10. Off the glass and in. Caitlin Kloss with a three-pointer there. She's got 5 for Sunapee. Score 27-10. Trot to Williams. Pass across to Nelson. Another three for her. That one off the hard part of the back of the rim. Takes a firm bounce over to Jenna Karen. And she'll try and go end-to-end with it in a hurry. Lays that one in. Jenna Karen's got 4, and that draws out the timeout from the Tigers. And a full one at that. Nice highlight here from the senior. On the highway to the hoop, no defenders in front of her. Made that one look easy. Our next live game is Thursday the 18th, starting at 6:24 p.m. And it features the Kearsarge Cougars as the boys play Newport. You can watch that one at ycnnow.com by clicking on the live games and events icon, or you can watch it on TDS TV 13 and 1013, or NCTV 8. And Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor is helping make today's game coverage possible. They've got a full menu of amazing seafood, land fare, an award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy the hunger of any size party. And it looks like the Tigers ready to take back to the court after their full timeout. Sunapee still strategizing. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This has been the best quarter so far for Sunapee. They only got 1 point in the second quarter. They've got 9 in this one. Brooklyn Rainey trying to spin and get across. The ball crosses back over half court, no violation. Pass up to Leila Trott. Bounce pass inside to Williams. She collects it on the baseline, still in some trouble. Karen pressuring, that one kicked out. Torrance Williams up to Brooklyn Rainey, and they reset the offense here. Leila Trott on the far side, guarded well. Passes it inside, and we've got a whistle. Looked like a defensive foul there on Caitlin Kloss, her second of the game. Tigers take it from the baseline. Rainey here on the near side. Pass into Sharon, back to Rainey. Fouled on her way up. Back-to-back fouls here for Caitlin Kloss. She's got 3. Sunapee will take a full timeout as a result. Check out Echo Communications for all of your printing and mailing needs. They're the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. And today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal insurance needs. And additional support for the game of the week is being provided by North Cape Design Build. And if you or your business would like to support our programming, please contact us at info@ycnnow.com. Also on ycnnow.com, all of our contact info can always be found at the bottom of the landing page. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of this one for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, where we choose the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's contest. Right now, there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The home Tigers leading over the visiting Lakers, 27-12. Last year, after 3 quarters, the score was Newport 39, Sunapee 29. Brooklyn Rainey shooting 2, misses the first one. She went 1 for 2 on her previous trip to the line. Floats that one up, and it falls through. That marks double figures for Rainey. She's now got a total of 10. Got a push here called on Leela Trott on the side of the Tigers. And the Lakers will inbound this one over on the near side near us. Nice inbound, finds Jenna Karen. She's on this near side corner, defended so closely by Trott. Trott not giving her an inch. Lakers with a good possession here, trying to get inside. They kick it out to Karen for the long jumper. It is a 2, but it falls through. 6 points for Jenna Karen, who's starting to heat up in this third quarter. Skylar Nelson with it here. 1:40 left in the quarter. Pass over to Rainey, now Trott on the far side. Bounced in. Sharon dishes one over to Williams. She's fouled there by Jenna Karen, her 4th of the game. One more and she is out. The Lakers need her in this one. Good speed will check in as Jenna Karen heads to the bench. They'll try and keep her for the entire 4th quarter if they're able to. This is Emma O'Connor on the inbound out to Skylar Nelson. Now Trott going inside. Bounced over to Sharon. Close ranger doesn't go. Getting the rebound there for the Lakers is Summer Gosselin. Gosselin in some trouble, pressured by O'Connor, able to find the pass over to Passetti. Now it's good speed, driving down low. Backing up her defender, got the chance in tight, just left it a little bit short. And the Tigers come away with the rebound. Nelson to Trott, inside to Sharon, turns around, bluffs a jumper, back to Trott. No basket. Travel going to be called here on Trott, and the Lakers have it back. Gosselin inbounds. Bork with it here with a burst of speed. Gets by Sharon before pulling back up. Passetti, the 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Newport. Brooklyn Rainey on the far side, squeaks by a couple of defenders. Wanted to make her way all the way to the basket. Instead, the Tigers have a chance for a long jumper, and Emma O'Connor banks that one in. O'Connor's got 4 points tonight. 30 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Caitlin Anderson moves to her left. Dishes that one shortly over to Passetti. Passetti here. Passed over to Goodspeed. Goodspeed wanting to crash through that middle lane. Can't make it through clean. 10.5 seconds before the buzzer sends us into the fourth and final quarter. Just a reminder, we've got the boys game after this one, so stay tuned for it. Those teams match up pretty well. It should be an exciting one to watch. 6 seconds remain here in the quarter. Brooklyn Rainey's with it. Just peeped at the scoreboard for one final shot. She left that one short heading into the fourth quarter. Newport 30, Sunapee 14.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Intertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Sunapee offense looking a lot more put together after that last quarter, though things really started to work for them. In the first half, they had to rely on free throws for much of their offense, but this time they were finding shots inside. A big part of that was Jenna Karen. Before that quarter, 0 points to her name, but she collected 6 in just the third quarter. She does have 4 fouls. She'll have to be careful in the fourth. Talking with her coach right now, Jim Tucker. It looks like she's going to be a part of the game plan here for the fourth quarter, but she is the defender down low, and that is where the Tigers like to strike from. We'll see if they draw that 5th and final foul out of her. Tonight's coverage being brought to you in part by LaValle and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. They're celebrating over 60 years of serving you locally from 12 locations in New Hampshire and Vermont. You can find out more about them at lavalleys.com. As for the Tigers, they've got 2 players in double figures, Brooklyn Rainey and Skylar Nelson, each with 10 points. The junior and the sophomore playing some good basketball for Ross Dole's team tonight. This is a Tigers team, too, that they were young last year, and they're young again this year. They've only got 2 seniors on the team, Katie Sharon and Emma O'Connor. A lot of this team returning next year, hopefully. Tigers are back firmly in the playoff picture. They've been out for the last couple of years, and it just has not felt right. O'Connor gets the steal right in front of us and tries to go straight to the hoop. Can't make it off the glass. A jump ball's called as she continues to fight for it with Kaylin Passetti, and that is going to reward Newport. Heck of a high effort play there from Emma O'Connor. And she gets the corner 3. That one no good. Jenna Karen gets the rebound here for the Lakers. Trying to pass that one inside to Mallory Clifford, and she'll step on the baseline here. Another Newport possession gained. Lakers nearly had some nice defense there. Brooklyn Rainey shot a reverse shot. Shot it over her head with her back to the basket. Sophia Bork looking for an option here, finds Madison Hughes. Hughes moves to her right, loses the handle a bit, smiles, gathers it back, passes to Mallory Clifford. Clifford with a long 3, nearly went 2. Just off the back of the rim, and it stayed out. Sunapee has the ball here, coming off the near sideline. Bounce pass. Hughes over to Kloss. Kloss moving to her right, trying to get inside the paint. Defended well by Tigers and called for a travel. No room left to pivot, and that step cost her. Half-court press active here for the Lakers. Rainey not troubled by it. They work it inside to Trot in the paint. Bounce pass down low. And that one banked in by Tanya Sanchez. She's got 4 points tonight. Inbounding trouble. They're able to get it to Jenna Karen. Karen has a screen set for her. She'll pull up from just outside the arc. Left that one a tad short. Tigers with it back from their own baseline. Brooklyn Rainey moves through 2 Laker defenders with a nice screen set by Emma O'Connor. Now the Tigers trying to run this offense inside, get all those close range chances they can get. This one's by Cassie Sanborn, her first points of the game. Another difficult inbound here as the Tigers continue to rock that full court press. Caitlin Kloss escapes half court. Use the pass over to Kloss. The three-pointer went a little too far there for the Lakers that time. 5:35 remain here in this contest. O'Connor's pass over to Rainey. Rainey going down low. Nice block there by Caitlin Kloss. She's played great defense tonight. Jenna Karen creates a shot for herself. Kloss gets the offensive rebound, kicks it back out straight away. Mallory Clifford trying to find Kloss inside. Two couldn't quite connect on that. Taylor Goodspeed back into the game here as Jenna Karen gets a rest. Half-court press still active here for the Lakers. And once again, the Tigers cut through it like butter. Mid-range jumper, that one taken by Michaela Cossingham. She couldn't make it, but the Tigers keep this offense alive with a nice offensive rebound. Good ball movement here, trying to weave their way inside. Tanya Sanchez not able to do it successfully, but the Tigers do have possession still, just under the basket. Long two here from O'Connor, splashes in. She's got 6 off the bench. The senior guard having a strong game here against Sunapee. Caitlin Anderson out here. Mallory Clifford, that one off the mark. Goodspeed gets the board just under the basket, and she knocks that one in. Tough bucket for Goodspeed. She's got a total of 5. I was almost involved in that previous play. Timeout called here. Looks like a full one taken by Ross Dole and the Tigers. 36-16. Stay tuned till the end as always for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the Heat player of the game. It's a close race right now. I've got 2 choices in mind, but there's still a few dark horses that could take it away. We'd like to thank our entire lineup of sponsors for their great support tonight. That's Echo Communications, HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, La Valley Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and North Cape Design Build. And if you or your business would like to support YCM programming, please contact us at info@ycnnow.com. It's been a fun one to watch. It's been good to see how these two teams have evolved after the last season. It's my first look at them personally this year. And we get our first look at the boys' teams after this. Last year, Newport won that game. Caden LeClaire had 36 points, I believe. He's since graduated out for the Tigers. So we'll see what their new identity is this year. LeClaire, an all-state do-it-all guard for the Tigers last year. And I'm wondering who's going to fill his shoes this year. Not easy ones to fill. O'Connor fighting for that one. The Lakers steal it away. Nice job there by Mallory Clifford. Tigers inbounding from the sideline. They get it to Rainey. She slings that one all the way across to Cossingham, and now it's O'Connor. Sanborn here, the near side of the arc. Rainey to O'Connor. She's double teamed, passes inside, and it's Cossingham with a nice assist from O'Connor. That's the sophomore Cossingham's first basket of the game. It makes the score 38-16. Leila Trott checks back in as Cassie Sanborn gets a rest. This again is a Tigers team that's missing maybe their best player in Taylor Fellows. Rainey, the corner three, off the rim, it stays out. Trott gets the offensive board. Goodspeed's now fighting for it, down on the court floor, no jump ball called, and it will be a Sunapee ball here. Good work by Goodspeed in their own paint. Now a hockey-style line change comes in here for the Lakers as they send 5 fresh faces onto the court. Pushing foul there, called on Cossingham for the Tigers. Sophia Bork looking for an option down low, able to find Madison Hughes. Still in some trouble though, and that one is going to be turned over as Cossingham gets the steal, making right on her foul. Emma O'Connor steps one inside. Natasha Carpenter turns, fires that one off the glass, gets her own rebound, puts up the second chance try, and that one goes. That's Carpenter's first 2 points of this game. O'Connor with a nice clean steal. Snatch and dash and a defensive flash. O'Connor puts in another. She's got 8. Very well-balanced offense tonight for the Tigers. Very good sign for them. As a jump ball is called here, Sunapee's going to keep it. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this one. Inbound successful. They find Jenna Karen. She spins inside. Foul called there before the shot. Not sure where we're headed with it though. Looks to be that the foul was on Newport's Callie Dixon, so Sunapee's going to inbound this one just under the baseline. Tough break there as Madison Hughes headed toward the corner. The pass behind her kind of lost her balance and couldn't catch back up to the basketball. Cossingham, pass over to Trott. Trott now to O'Connor. Nearly banked that one in from a sharp angle. Fighting for the ball is Karen. Jump ball called here. Nice little battle there between Jenna Karen and Leila Trott. It does benefit Newport here as O'Connor's ready to inbound this one. She gets the ball right back, fires the shot, no good. And a reaching foul called on Dixon. Her second foul in quick succession, but she's only got 2. 90 seconds to play here in this one in Newport. Carpenter nearly got the steal. That one did hit off a Laker last, so the Tigers will have it. Callie Dixon, one-handed skip pass down low to Carpenter. Carpenter spinning, puts up the try, no good. Rebounding is Dixon, kicks that one out. Cossingham over to Trott. Trott, bounce pass back inside, the bank shot, no good. Rebounding is Hughes for the Lakers, pressed right now by Cossingham. Hughes able to get by. Wanted to move to her left, no room to do so. It will be a Sunapee ball down on the baseline again. Inbound successfully. Hughes has it in this near side corner, defended by Cossingham. Able to get the pass off, has it right back, puts up the three-point try, splashes that one in. Hughes made it look easy. That's her first basket of the game, knocking down that three-pointer. Trott, bounce pass inside, O'Connor fires one back out. Cossingham off the back of the rim, that one will stay out. Goslin gets the rebound, fires it up the court to Bork. Bork off the glass and in. A little bit of window work there for Sophia Bork. She's worked hard this game. Those are her first 2 points. 10 seconds remain here in this one. Cossingham has it. Now O'Connor, pressured by 2 Lakers. 5 seconds left. Pass over to Trott, inside. Carpenter, 1 second left. No shot to be taken. The final here in Newport. The Tigers winning this one, 42-21. The H.R. Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat. Player of the game for this one. That's going to go to the Tigers number 13, Skylar Nelson, taking it home. Start of this game hot with a quick 5 points, ended the night with 10. We've got the boys game after this. For all of us here at YCN, I've been Berkeley Stevens, and thanks for watching Game 1 of tonight's doubleheader.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
Well, Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from MJ Harrington Jewelers here on Main Street in Newport, celebrating 75 years of service to this town and to you, those jewelry lovers out there. And I'm now joined by the owner, David Lance. Hello, David.
Good morning, Abby.
Happy 75th celebration. And I should mention that you are only 4 years younger, so it's not your 75th birthday as well. It's just MJ
Not
Harrington.
quite. That is correct.
Congratulations on such a huge milestone for any business, but specifically you guys right here in the heart of Newport. How's it feel to be celebrating 75 years?
It's pretty overwhelming when I start to think about the fact that we've been fortunate to hang around for 75 years and hope to do so for a long time into the future. The business actually started, though, my aunt and uncle bought a going business that had been run by a guy named Maurice Downing for about 22 years. And then, interestingly, Uncle Mike and Aunt Phyllis ran it for 22, had no children, sold it to my dad, who had been a watchmaker since the Second World War. He went to school on the GI Bill. But my Uncle Mike, most people are not aware, had to quit school in 8th grade to support his family during the Depression.
Wow.
So he was really kind of self-made guy, and he was a self-taught watchmaker. He loved me. He was a natural mechanic, so he fixed everything from electric razors to clocks to watches, and they lived above the store, so they just worked all the time. So after their 22-year hitch, they were ready to retire and move to Florida. And having no children, they had that flexibility.
Sure.
So the store really began, though, back in the 1800s, and there was a gentleman by the name of Woodbury, Amos Woodbury, and then he sold to a guy after his son George joined him. They sold to an N.A. Norrie, and there were a couple of changes along the way, and then Mr. Downing bought the business in the 20s and made it somehow survive through the Great Depression and was very active in this community as Rotarian and other service organizations. I guess the theme of service seems to run deep in the business, and it was something my dad and uncles, and my aunt were very clear about. They just said, hey, listen, you're here to serve the community in whatever way, so sometimes we can be serving in capacities other than the actual jewelry world, but it's just fun to be part of that. So
definitely.
That's how it's evolved in 1992. 22 years, interestingly, after Dad, and it wasn't planned this way, but he had the helm for 22 years and sold it to my brother Jeff and I. And then my brother Jeff moved to Denver in 1996, I believe, and I bought him out. So I've sort of disrupted that chain of 22 years because I've been at it now for 31 years. And during that time, my first job was actually in New London. We opened a store in New London in 1976. And that was my first official job, and Phyllis and Mike Harrington came out of retirement to help me out for 3 months, and then come January 1st, they were gone. And they just said, you're on your own. So we hired one other person, and it was a small operation, but we were there for almost 20 years. And in the interim, we opened a store in Claremont in 1990, and that store was around for 20 years, and we closed that store in 2010.
Wow.
And really focused on this location. This has really been the heart and soul of our business forever, and we have old repairs that go back to 1952. We have an old watch we have not been able to find a family for, so it's in the downstairs vault. Hopefully someday we'll make a connection, and a grandchild or somebody will be able to identify it as their grandmothers or.
How cool is that?
So yeah, we hang on to everything. We've got a lot of space with big vault upstairs, but the same size vault downstairs. So we have a lot of storage area for really nice things.
I'm sure if some of those pieces could talk, you would love to know what they could say.
I sure would.
Talk about today currently. Obviously, you're still very successful because you just celebrated 75 years, but the staff and everything makes this such a wonderful place to be.
It does. We have a great crew. We have a finance lady that's been with us almost 25 years. We have goldsmiths. The one has been with me over 20 years, another one over 30 years. And it's refreshing, and certain levels of comfort exist when you've got that kind of quality people around you every day.
Right.
And we've got a couple of relatively new salespeople, that one's almost 7 years, the other's almost 4. And they've just absorbed the industry wonderfully, and they get people, and they really communicate well, and that's half the battle. They can always learn about Julie if there are people like you that love to communicate.
Right, of course.
I mean, you would slide in here with no problem because you just are very at ease communicating with folks. So
Pretty
that's the kind of
things
thing.
and working with
That's
people,
right.
sure.
There
I'd be
you go.
happy to work here.
But I like the idea. Media lady Stephanie said, let's do a picture every day for 75 days.
I loved it.
And it was such fun because I had no idea. I just gave her all the pictures I could find.
Sure.
And she found a bunch more, and I had no idea every day what would be on the
It was a really fun thing to
Facebook
see
page.
and be able to see somebody and say, hey, I know exactly who that is. So really fun. Well, David, I hope that you every day just feel like you've done such great success here for MJ Harrington's, and I'm sure you've made your aunt and uncle very, very proud.